Peace, family. It's your sis, J.Coffee. Welcome in and welcome back to my Oracle house. Family, please pardon my little bandage finger. I sliced my finger open. So, it might be a little eyesore for you guys, but I'm sorry. Alright, this is a general collective reading. I'm going to do a career and finance spread for you guys. This is for whoever needs it most, alright? To identify if this reading is for you or not, I'm going to take a look at the past energy and the current energy. Usually that will show you, like, is this my reading or not? You should know from the past and the current, whether this reading is going to begin to resonate with you or not from those energies. But, you know, there may be a message here for you regardless. Let's just see how it goes. All right, so for this collective, for the collective viewing this reading, show me the past energy. All things concerning career and finance. Show me the past energy for the collective that will be viewing this reading, please. Thank you. Excuse my background. All right. So for the past energy, you have signs. You are putting together pieces of the puzzle from signs you are getting. Pay attention to the coincidences you experience. This is looking like, to me, like past patterns, you know, like you've been looking into your past patterns and wins you've had, successes you've had, mistakes you've made. It could even be things that you learned from, you know, generational, you know, things that like your parents or elders. They don't have to be necessarily your family, but just people you respected. Like, what did they do before you? What worked, what didn't work? You're trying to formulate a strategy. That's the whole point. And you're using it based off of looking at the big picture. All right, with that putting signs, you're putting together pieces of the puzzle from signs you are getting. Yeah. Underneath the deck, and at the bottom of the deck, you have renewal. You need to take time to recharge your energy to get back on track. Challenges ahead require you to have faith and break through. So this is really, to me, is like success is inevitable for those with clarity of vision, for one. And for two, who persistently move toward their goal ceaselessly, okay? And even when it seems like you're not breaking through, you just keep going. Because the reality is faith plus works. Like, as long as you're continuing to work consistently towards your goal and you have faith that you will have that breakthrough, the reality is you will. Because you believed you will. And so you willed it into existence. You get what I'm saying? It becomes inevitable. So this is just in the past. You were looking for the strategy. Let's see where your current energy is. I'll probably clarify that, but let's move forward a little bit, okay? What's the current energy for this collective, please, Spirit? What's the current energy for this collective? It flipped. See, thank you, Spirit. Manifesting. You have the power to manifest what you want by writing your intentions down and by taking inspired action and make it happen. Everything I just said, that's the cards. And the Spirit backing me up. Now, on the bottom of the deck, you have rewards. You are cashing in on all the good work you've done. Raises, bonuses, and prosperity are coming in. Keep going and keep growing. That's only reaffirming, too. Like, just don't stop. Keep going. Keep going. I will clarify, but I'm going to pull this last position because I want to see what is your goal. What is the ultimate goal of this collective? Show me the goal of the collective I'm reading for, please, Spirit. I'm sorry for my shaky camera. I have to find a better way to position it. Thank you. Protection. You are being protected from deceit and from situations that no longer serve you. Lie low for a while and you will be shown the truth. And this is your goal. I think that's what you were waiting for. It's like, I don't want to know. I feel like you've been doing everything the right way, right? Like, you've been doing everything the best way you knew how, but it wasn't working out. And you just couldn't figure out, like, man, what is stopping my money? What is blocking my money? Who is blocking my money? Who has negative intentions toward me? Like, what is this energy that's interfering with my success? So now we definitely need to dig, because that's in your goal energy. Harmony. It's important for you to have a quiet, peaceful work atmosphere in order for you to thrive. Working at home or for yourself is best. So that could be a part of the issue as well. Maybe you had a job and you're just coming to the conclusion that, like, this job is not resonating with me anymore. You know what I'm saying? The things that I used to do, they're just not working for me anymore. I know I need money, but it's disrupting my spirit. You know what I mean? And I feel like I gotta protect my energy right now. So how do I do that? Because I just feel like I'm reading for somebody who the circumstances have not been your friend. You get what I'm saying? The circumstances have not been ideal for you manifesting your goal. And so when you're in a situation like that, that can be the hardest place to manifest from, because you do feel like, you know, you got to have a lot more faith. You know what I mean? Your faith needs to be ridiculously strong, because every time you look around, you can't see the how. You're just like, I just don't see how. I don't see how I'm going to make this happen. But guess what? Guess what? That's when it's most worth it. When you find the way, you find the will. Where there's a will, there's a way, right? And when you find the will to make this happen, and then you see it come to fruition, there's nothing like it. I've been there a few times in my life. I'm kind of in a situation like that right now. In all honesty, this reading is resonating with me, so I get it. Okay, takes one to know one. Show me the past energy. What is this signs about? Thank you. Smooth sailing. Okay, this is sailing away in search of safety and solid ground. You've just come through a difficult and life-altering phase. You're now rejecting anything that keeps you from security. Serenity, that keeps you from serenity. Like I said, it disturbs your peace. It's only a matter of time before you feel safe and sound. That's the conclusion you came to. It's like, yo, I know I have to get to higher ground. I know I need a win. I know I need to protect myself. I know I need to get out of this situation, and things just weren't working out, and that's why you sat yourself down and you started developing the strategy. Now you're in the determination phase. You're like, I will reach my goal. I will. All right. So you're like trying your best to do whatever little things you can to bring this thing into the 3D. You're also writing things down. And if you're not, this is the counsel this is the cue that you need to start doing it. Okay, you need to start writing down what you want to bring into the realm, what you want to bring into the earth. Okay, you could be an earth elemental, you could be a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo watching this, but I just feel like just confirming bringing something into the 3D, bringing something into the earth realm. Clarify this manifesting card for me, please, for the current energy of the collective watching this reading. All things concerning career and finance. What is this? Thank you. Icebox. Well, that's an issue. That would definitely hold back your money. This is crossed. Something happened. You had a broken heart. Okay, so if you dealt with some type of life-changing event, as the smooth sailing card suggests, that's like a 6 of Swords. Heavy emphasis on 6 of Swords in that card. You could have left behind a relationship. You could have had, a separation, a split, a divorce. You could have had to move out of your home. Something that affected you emotionally, okay, and made you become emotionally withdrawn. The secret, one of the biggest keys to manifesting, it has to do with your emotional involvement. It has to do with how do you feel. So yes, of course, you want to visualize what you want to bring in, but can you feel good about it? Can you feel good about it too? And this looks like that is like a huge part of the challenge, is like maybe you've been at it for so long that your heart is getting cold toward it. Like if you've had a failure in some other area, you may feel like everything is going to fail for you. But family, is just not true. Something didn't work out. That doesn't mean nothing works out. Are you still here? Are you still able to watch this reading? Or are your eyes still working? Are your ears still working? Do you have functioning mental capacity? Do you have hope? Do you have love? You're in the body, right? Are your limbs functional? What do you have to work with? Because I think you got more than enough to work with. You just been hurt. Okay, so it's a matter of rebounding from that. Yeah, it's a matter of celebrating, feeling good. Maybe you need to get out. Maybe you need to, do something that makes you feel good. All right. It doesn't have to be with a lover. This could be with friends. This could be with family. It could be do it yourself. You could take yourself on a date. You know what I mean? Just doing something to make you feel better. Because I feel like I'm hearing Tupac. It's just me against the world. Like you think everybody and everything is against you, and it's just not. That energy has been coming up lately in the readings that have been coming to my table. All right, show me the protection card, please, Spirit. Show me what I need to see. Show me the protection card. Show me the protection. Thank you. Brilliant idea. Sideways, medium, forefathers, justice. All right, then. I'm not mad about this. Ailing. Okay. All right. This may or may not be physical. Please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Being as though this is the energy on the bottom of the deck, which is like the iceberg, all the things that we don't see, right? You could have had a physical ailment, you know, you could have gotten sick. You may have some type of chronic illness. You could have, you know, a bad back, a bad knee, you know, something that makes you feel like I'm not going to be able to do what it is that I want to do. But the goal is that, okay, protection. You're being protected from deceit and from situations that no longer serve you. Lie low for a while and you'll soon be shown the truth. So part of that is you had to heal. Some of you had to heal. Some of you had to get better from this. This may not be something permanent. And for those of you who you are dealing with something that's chronic or permanent, you had to deal with adjusting your perspective, okay? Because if it's a weakness to you, if it's a vulnerability to you, that makes you weak and vulnerable to others. Whereas if you don't see this thing as a handicap or a disability, right? You just accept like, well, I got this thorn in my side and that's just what it is. I got this thorn in my side, but I'm going to carry it with me. It's not going to stop me. Do you get what I'm saying? It's not going to stop me from achieving this success because this is a brilliant idea. It's like a world card, but I'm going to read this. World card energy, spiritual download, divine inspiration, potentially life-changing, groundbreaking idea. Any creative blockages are being removed. The flow of creativity is being restored. Benevolent energies are assisting you now. New doors and opportunities are open. Give thanks. That's what I'm talking about. This is crossing you. Like you had the good idea, but you didn't have enough faith to make it manifest. And once you get that harmony in your spirit, right? Once you get that clarity of vision back, this will turn up right for you for sure. This is world card energy, man. New doors, a whole new world will open up. This is upright. Justice is upright. Both of these are like two major arcana in your goal position. So this lets me know you're being supported by spirit. Further backing that up, you have the forefathers. This is your ancestors. They're like, we see you. We support that. We're with you. Let's go. And here is medium. I feel like this is you. So you may have some type of spiritual gifts. Even if you are like a musician, an artist, a chef, you know, we're all gifted in different ways. Everybody doesn't have to, excuse me. Back to you, family. I apologize. Point being, you're supported here. And I was saying, I got to finish on this medium because I feel like that is specific, but it doesn't have to be. Okay, so if you're not a medium, tarot card reader, some type of spiritualist, some type of spiritual advisor, you could easily be a writer, a singer, you know, and some type of artist, even a chef, a cook, a painter, anything where you are the medium. Okay, because a pencil is a medium, a pen is a medium, a paintbrush is a medium. It is just one object that allows another energy to be expressed through it. Okay, so we are, like, as human beings, we are a medium between other dimensions above and below us. Okay, but whatever it is that you do, you use your spiritual attunement to bring beautiful things into this world. And if you're not doing that, this is your signal to begin doing that, okay? If you haven't been working on honing that, this is your time to hone that, okay? Because everything about those cards, justice, forefathers, medium, brilliant idea, all of those things are saying you will be supported in your goal. That's your goal. The divine has your back on that goal. All right, so what's blocking or challenging this collective, please, Spirit? What's been blocking or challenging this collective? Thank you. Gestures. You may be asked to help someone out, or you may need a hand. Give deserved praise to others and you will receive recognition too. I have mixed emotions about this card, and I'm getting mixed energies on this card. For some of you, you've been dealing with lack mentality. All right, you haven't had much in your life, or you haven't had much for a long time, and you've been feeling impoverished, and you've been feeling like, man, I may always be down. With what's happening in the world, inflation, XYZ, you may feel like you'll always be down. But let me help you understand something. Money is currency. Currency is energy. It's really just a state of mind and a state of being. So even though the world itself is changing, when you embody the energy of abundance, abundance will come to you and it will manifest in you. Do you think that during the Great Depression, I'm just using an example, okay? Do you think that during the Great Depression, everybody was impoverished? Or do you think that some people weren't eating and other people were eating hella good still? I'm telling you right now, some people who were up came down. And that's why it was a Great Depression. And there were some people who were down who went down further. And there were other people who were down and rose up during those times. And there were some people who had great ideas and brilliant ideas, just like in this card, that they skyrocketed, like they became rich when that happened. Almost like Bitcoin. There was no Bitcoin, right? There was no cryptocurrency. Then that came out, people decided to invest a little bit. People turned into millionaires like overnight. And I'm not saying that happened for everybody, but I'm saying it happened for a lot of people. People became 100,000aires. People became billionaires. Do you understand? Based off of them having a grand idea at a time where stuff was looking bleak. Okay, so it's all about your state of mind. That is for some of you. Okay, so for some of you, that blockage or that challenge has been your lack mentality mindset. For others of you, people have had their hand out to you. And every time you think you get ahead, like let's say you're somebody who you don't make a lot of money, right? But you fight to save your penny pinch, you know, you're frugal. You do whatever it is you can to hold on to your money. And then you save up like $500 in your account. And that's an accomplishment for you. You're like, I saved $500. I've had this same $500 sitting in my account for 3 months untouched. I'm so proud of myself, you know, and then your car breaks down and you got to spend $300 of that. And it just so happens that the same person who always calls you like, oh my gosh, I have a crisis. I can't pay my phone bill and such. Could you help me out? Now you give them the other two. Now you have nothing. And what took you months, what might have taken somebody a month, took you months to save up, and now it's gone. So for some of you, people have been taking your kindness for weakness, and you've been allowing people to put you at a disadvantage, knowing that you really need to give it everything you have right now. So you need to save what you can right now. You need to build what you can. How can you build when you stacking up bricks to build your house and somebody's coming along and taking your bricks? You get what I'm saying? You're stacking up your bricks, and little by little, people come like, oh, you got bricks. Can I get one? Oh, you got bricks. Can I get like 2 of your bricks? Do you understand what I mean? How will you ever build your house? That doesn't work. So for some of you, you've had like some moochers or some leeches around taken from you. For others of you, you have a brilliant idea up your sleeve, but you need an investor. You need somebody who believes in you, who already is in a position to just level you up enough to get your idea out into the world. And that's been the challenge or the blockage. All right, we're gonna move on. Okay, I'm just going to look at the card under the deck. For some of you, it says you make exciting work moves that could take you outdoors or on a trip. You will need to climb steadily to reach your financial goals. So honestly, that helps me, because I feel like that's confirming what I said. It's like brick by brick, you might have to build this thing, but it's only a matter of time before you get to the top of that mountain. You just got to stop letting people take your bricks. You understand? Stop letting moochers take your bricks. How does this collective fix what they're going through? How do they fix what they've been dealing with? How do they overcome this challenge? Thank you. Investment. Invest in your education and make some big plans for the future. Take calculated risks, but save something to fall back on. So for some of you, you need to have another account, okay? Or you need to have another place where you store money or move money. Okay, that could be a high yield savings account. You know what I mean? You might need to put something away and really just leave it there for like 8 months to a year. Don't freaking touch it. Or you might need to put something in something that moves, like a cryptocurrency, right? And don't touch it. Only put in. Don't take anything out. And keep that money separate from your savings. Keep that money separate from your spending. Keep that money separate from your tithing. You get what I'm saying? Whatever it is you do, separate your money at least 5 ways, minimally. Separate your money into at least 5 different places. All right? You got to invest in yourself. For some of you, you need to go back to school. All right. And if it's not going back to school, it could be that you need a mentor, or you need to read a book. You need to take a class. You need some piece of information. You need some type of knowledge to help you get to the next step. Okay. It might be something you don't know. Look at this. There's a crypto coin on here. You might need to learn about cryptocurrency. All right, for some of you, you might need to financially educate, strengthen your financial literacy a little bit, okay? On the bottom of the deck, you have flexibility. You need to see in the dark to maneuver the coming changes. While it seems extreme, just hang in there. This too shall pass. And I feel like that's talking about the fluctuating energy of the financial world, or like the finances globally. All right, you need to see in the dark. That means you need to just prepare as best you can as everything is fluctuating to just find your way, man. All right, but put your money in more than one place. I'm telling you, put it in more than one place. All right, so one step. What is the first step? What is the first step this person needs to do to accomplish their goal? What's the first step or the next step? Let's put it like that. What's the next step? Thank you. What happened? I gotta take that because it flipped over and it didn't come out. All right, so you have, yeah, this one first. Great match. You are on the verge of finding the perfect work for you. Don't give up. You may need to grow your own business to be truly happy. Didn't that come out earlier? It was on the bottom of the deck about you might need to be your own boss. Now this is saying you may need to grow your own business. Maybe you've been trying to do things with other people, even other, business ventures with other people, and that's not a good match for you, right? Pieces of the puzzle are still missing. You might have to do this by yourself. And then here is this lone feather. It says freedom. You need to have more flexibility with your schedule and income. Being self-employed is ideal. Time off will help you get clear. Nobody wants to hear that you got to go it alone. But that's what the cards are saying. It's like you need to go it alone. That doesn't mean you'll always be alone. It just means you may need to make this start alone. Okay. Eventually you will have a team, build a team, have money to pay a team. But right now it's about you solidifying you and the universe within you. Okay. Reflection. Take time to revisit the past and figure out what you want to do. Knowing what you don't like will show you what you truly love. So some of you are having a very hard time finding your way. That's that lacking clarity of vision. Spend time in meditation, man. Take some walks. Take some walks near some water. That really helps. Like for me personally, but I'm a water sign. I'm actually a fire signature, but water, I heavily resonate with water. So being near water helps, but I think being near water helps anyone. I think being in nature helps anyone. Taking walks, like listening to the wind, listening to the birds, just trying to kind of get an empty mind. I'm hearing that. I'm hearing SZA. Good days. Like I still believe in good days. I be on my empty mind shit. Yeah, like you got to clear your mind, clear your head. Some of you, your thoughts are like way too jumbled up. It's creating a lot of confusion, especially if you did just like go through something with a relationship. That can make you feel like you don't want to do anything. You get what I'm saying? That can definitely make you feel like, man, I don't want to partner with anybody. I don't want to be around anybody. I can't trust anybody. If this person that I've loved the most can treat me the worst, man, F everybody. That's not the right energy, family. You got to heal that, okay? Don't do that. We're going to cancel that energy, cancel that thought. Let's move on. Let's go back to this blockage. Why is this gestures in a challenge? What is this about, Spirit? Show me what I need to see. Why is this gestures in the blockage for the collective here? Thank you. See that card spin? Okay, because you're not listening. Deities and bloodlines is out here. They said everything I just said. Be still, be silent, be open, cleanse, meditate, right? You have not been doing any of those things. You've been filling your body with garbage and bull. You've been filling your mind with garbage and bull. You've been dealing with diversions, distractions, anything other than focus. And your deities, your bloodlines, the most high, infinite source, truth, creator of all things, the universe, whatever it is you call it or ascribe to, they have not been able to reach you. They have not been able to get through. They're like, look, you want help? You want help to get to this gold? We're trying to help you. You're not listening. You're not taking good advice. You're not taking even your own counsel. You're not listening to yourself within. You're not listening to your own higher self, family. And that's a problem. Look, they're trying to protect you. Now that's protection. And in your goal is protection, right? You've been looking for protection. They've been trying to protect you and you're not listening. So that would absolutely create a blockage, wouldn't it? You have how to fix it. Show me the investment. Why is it here? Clarify this investment for me, please, Spirit. Sorry for my shaky camera, guys. I'm going to put my camera somewhere else for the next reading because I can't stop it from shaking where it is. The way it's set up, I can't stop it. Investment, earth elemental, sideways. I don't know why. Right now, I feel like this is a person. I feel like this is either a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy that's in your energy, messing up your education, telling you the wrong things, advising you wrong, sabotaging what you're trying to do. Because it came out sideways, and it just feels like a person right here. It just feels like it's somebody, okay? Somebody is in your energy that's been really blocking your plans. And look, third party, yeah, this is somebody outside of you. Like I said, thank you, Spirit. Thank you. I love when they come through like that and just make it real nice and straight to the point. Now, that may also be the reason why Spirit is saying you got to do this on your own. You don't want to hear about it. It looks boring, like she's falling asleep doing this puzzle by herself. She's like I don't want to. I just don't want to. The Spirit is telling you, you need to have more flexibility with your schedule and income. You don't have time for yourself. You don't have money for yourself. You're not investing to yourself because somebody's been mooching. That could be that earth sign. It's like, I need money for this. Can I get money for that? Can you take me here? Can you take me there? Can you buy me this? Can you spend money on that? You understand? Spirit is saying, nah, man, you got to do this by yourself. How can you build with somebody who's taking your bricks? Thank you, Spirit. How can you build with somebody who's taking your bricks? Show me great match. Why is it here? Why is that great match here, Spirit? Please clarify this card for me. I don't even feel like I need it clarified. I feel like I just want to see. I just want to see. Thank you. Good news. The Jumper. Good news. You can do it. Good news. That's the Fool. Like, look. Good news. As soon as you take this leap of faith, we got you. They're going to come through. Look. There's you using your spiritual gifts. There's you being a healer doing your healing work. There is you using your gifts and your talents to help the collective and stop spending all of your good, beautiful energy on this one person that's tearing you down. All right. Show me the negative attachment for this person. All things concerning career and finance. Whoa. Thank you. 2 things dropped out. Look, cutting ties. So you may need to leave your current position and look for something better. Ending a job doesn't mean burning bridges. Go with grace, right? You haven't been dealing with that appropriately. This came out upside down. I'm not taking it upside down. Because it fell that way, I'm just acknowledging that you've been having a problem with doing that. All right. And it's saying like you can't make room for the new when you haven't gotten rid of the old. OK, sometimes you got to get rid of the old. You got to actually have enough faith to get rid of the old when you want to bring the new in. And also what came out is long term. An opportunity could turn into a long term career move, or you will be asked to commit to a position in exchange for more money. This was in reverse. So with cutting ties and long term both coming in reverse, it feels to me a lot like I did ask specifically about negative attachments. It feels like you've been doing a job for so long that it's hard for you to let go of it. All right. You've been committed to it. You've been married to this job. You've been tethered to it as if it is you. You know how people always ask, like, they'd be like, hi, I'm such and such. Like, hi, I'm J.Coffee. Oh, well, okay. Well, what do you do? Oh, I read tarot and whatever else. I mean, that's what you do. That's not who you are. Do you understand? Like, your job does not define who you are. It's what you do. It's not who you are. And unfortunately for us, especially if you live in the West, okay, if you live in North America, I'm just going to really narrow that down to America, but North America, you know, and it's really all the world. But this place, I feel like, is the worst as far as what I'm talking about is concerned. People always associate your worth or your status with how much money you make, and that is just a lie. Yeah, I've met some of the most beautiful people on the planet, and they don't have high-powered jobs, you understand? They don't work in corporate America. They're not millionaires. They're not billionaires. And what's deep is I know millionaires. I've met billionaires, and they're some of the worst people I've ever met. That doesn't mean all of them. I'm not saying that just because you have money makes you horrible. No, I'm saying that on a scale of human value, human worth, some of the people who I met at their lowest were the most beautiful people I've ever met. And some of the people who I've met who are at their highest statistically, financially, were some of the worst people I've ever met in my life. And they made me feel bad, like about myself or about my circumstances, or they tried to devalue me, or maybe they valued me because of my specific talents, but they said something evil about my peer group. Do you understand? Where I'm like, you know what? If you're talking about them to me, it makes me feel like you're speaking about me indirectly. And I don't like what you just said about my peer. I don't like what you just said about my friend. You know, you're devaluing them for things that they're not to be devalued about. Money does not determine a person's worth. I'm sorry. It only determines your financial worth, your net worth. That's not going to be weighed on the scale when you get to the other side. Do you understand? I don't personally feel like that. I feel like it's going to be like about what you did while you were here. And how did you treat yourself? And how did you treat others? How did you treat the creation? You know, do you need to go back and learn some more? You understand? I do believe in a form of hell, right? I don't believe in hell like as most people have been taught, like the Bible says it. And this is personal, right? I'm not telling you what to believe in or anything. I'm not judging you or none of that. I'm just sharing something with you. There was a time where I believed in a biblical hell. Now I don't believe that anymore, but I do believe that there is a version of it, and it's made or it's created based off of what we need, what we believed in, how we've lived, right? I don't know if you've ever read the book Dante's Inferno or seen there's like an animated version of that, Dante's Inferno, but I really love that, especially the animated version, because he went to like purgatory, right? And this place that he went to, he was looking at people who basically he sent there, right? The people that were there were people that he sent there. It was people that he harshly judged, or he murdered or killed or murdered or had judged in the court, and they were hung or whatever it was that happened to them. And when he was there looking at them, he was like, oh my gosh, this happened to you? Like, I didn't know that as a result of my judgment on earth, this would happen to you. Now I have empathy for you, right? So it wasn't until he left the body and became disembodied that he could learn empathy, because while he was there and at the height of his power and his glory as a soldier or whatever it was he was, he couldn't see. He lacked empathy. He was self-centered. He was very narky, right? And that's what I'm saying. I don't know how I got there. I really went off on a tangent, but I just feel like you've built this thing up in your mind that you become, your job has become who you are. And beloved, it is not who you are. It's something that you've done, okay? It's what you've done. And it's okay for you to change what you do, especially if you want to value more greatly who you are, right? You want to level yourself up. That might require you to level up in your job to what you do. Many choices here on the bottom of the deck. You have options, even if you don't see them right now. Get creative and look around. Pull a card for each option to see what's best for you. I'm not going to pull that card. I'm just letting you know you have many options, okay? You have many options. You don't have to stay tethered to this one particular job that is a negative attachment there. Okay, take what resonates, leave what does not, okay? Positive ideas. Show me, what is this collective, what ideas has this collective had that can benefit them financially or in their career? Show me the positive ideas. Somebody tried to flip. Did it flip? Did it flip? No, it didn't flip. All right. All right. Show me. Whoa, there it is. I'm not taking those though. Make it work. You have all the tools you need to succeed, but you have to put in the effort. You excel at working with your hands and fixing problems. So for some of you, you excel at working with your hands. For some of you, you excel at working with your voice. Either maybe you work with your hands and your voice. You get what I'm saying? Maybe you're a DJ, right? Maybe you have a podcast. Maybe you're a tarot card reader, whatever. You know, maybe you work with puppets. Who knows? Only you know. But I'm just saying, whatever the skills are, that's like whatever you need to make this new income stream happen or this new career happen, you have the tools you need. That's what Spirit is saying. You have the ideas, you have the skills. You can do it. Direction. Your purpose is unfolding slowly, step by step as you go along. There's no need to hurry or worry. You are being divinely guided. You are being divinely guided, family. All right? Stop coming down on yourself. I feel like whoever I'm reading for, you have a very bad habit of coming down on yourself. Show me the advice. Show me the advice for solutions. Like, what can they do? Thank you. Education, once again, you may need to take a class or do research to find a better position. You may find yourself writing a book or teaching others. Maybe that's what it is you do, right? Maybe you have a teacher in you. Maybe you need to be teaching. Besides that, backing up what I just said earlier, influence. Use your influence for change. You may do public speaking, social videos, or interviews. Your voice and opinions are important. So not just your voice, but what you think, what you feel. You know, what you think, what you feel, that's important to the collective. And under this, you have unfolding. Access to greater prosperity is opening up for you slowly. So this is asking you to be patient as you grow, okay? You are growing as you learn more and keep expanding, okay? That's saying keep moving, man. There's something here about your voice. It's very important. Who you are, right? Who you are needs to have a lot more to do with what you do. I feel like what you do is not representing who you are. And Spirit is telling you, you need to do something that, even though it's work, it's more representative of who you are. It's not just something you do. It is very much a part of who you are. All right. Show me this cutting ties and long term. Show me this cutting ties and long term in the negative attachments. Show me about the negative attachments. Clarify. Bombshell Betty. I don't know. That could mean multiple things. Confession. Yeah. Okay. All right. This is fire sign energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This reading could be for anybody. So please don't get hung up on me saying the signs. I'm just calling that because this is fire energy. And I feel like, just like I said right here, this could be a person. Everything I said about your job, but there's also another person here in your negative attachment. It could be a Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. All right, that is making me feel like lustful. It's making me feel like the negative aspect of this card. And it's very formidable, okay? It's very seductive. Could be a male or a female. This is a female feminine energy, dark feminine energy in this card. But it could be a masculine. It doesn't matter. It's just somebody that you have a very hard time, especially with these wedding rings on this long-term commitment. It's like your marriage or your intimate relationship, your long-term relationship could be affecting your work as well. Okay. It could be keeping you tethered even to a job, because if you feel like, I'm hearing that, I work hard for the money, so hard for it, honey. Like you might have to work to take care of somebody. And that could be a negative attachment. There's something toxic there with a person. That's all I'm saying. You know, these two cards have to deal with somebody that you like, love, or lust with, you know. Like, you do life with somebody there, and it's a negative attachment. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. That's not going to resonate for everybody, but that's showing up in energy. All right, show me the positive ideas here. Make it work. Make it work. Rachel, see, this is definitely reaffirming, be a business owner. You might need to do your own business, okay? You might need to work for yourself. You really might need to work for yourself, excuse me. All right, sorry about that. So yeah, this is reaffirming though that you need to have money for yourself. You need to be independent, not codependent. All right. And on the bottom, this is affirming this. There's a distorted masculine energy. This could even be like a boss. You feel me? Like some of y'all could be having problems on the job, like with sexual harassment, or you know, your boss discriminating against you or undermining you because maybe they want you and you keep rejecting them, so they keep rejecting your raise. You know, giving you a raise, or they're rejecting promoting you. You get what I'm saying? Giving you a promotion, like, because you won't play ball, you know? So for some of you, you could be dealing with that, but that's all the more reason for you to work for yourself. You know, that's all the more reason for you to work for yourself, because it's people showing up now. Everything else is you. There's a person here. There's a person here. There's a person here. And this energy, this energy, this energy. And this energy is saying be solo, be by yourself, and then that distorted masculine underneath. So somebody could even be hating on your growth. Like, let's say it's a marriage. You could be in a relationship where maybe it's affecting somebody's ego to see you ascending while they stay stuck or stagnant or whatever. You know, maybe they don't want you to be the breadwinner. You get what I'm saying? Unfortunately, that happens in a lot of relationships, for male and female. It doesn't matter which side of the spectrum you're on. It happens in a lot of relationships where somebody is the breadwinner and the other one is at like a lower value level of financial strength, and then somebody has this great idea and they're like, oh, I know what I want to do. I want to bake cookies, you know, and then the person is like, oh, that's cute. You gonna bake cookies? Oh, that's cute, right? But then you go and you get your LLC, you know, or then you go and you come up with this ridiculously bomb recipe for some cookies and you start letting restaurants try them. And the next thing you know, these restaurants want your cookies. So you're like, yo, if I'm going to do it, I got to do it legitimately. I got to go, you know, build myself up, and you start investing in yourself and you start having a success. Suddenly it's not cute anymore. Now the person that you thought was your biggest supporter becomes your biggest hater. Okay, so some of y'all are dealing with this, and everything about this reading is saying, don't stop. It's inevitable that you have a breakthrough, even though you got to fight against all this opposition, possibly at your job or in your home or in your friend circle, whatever, because friends can hate on friends too. It's just life. Unfortunately, man, we human beings, and that's what happens. You know, people love you till they hate you. I'm so sorry to say it like that, but it's just so real. Anyway. Advice, solutions. This education is the solution. Is there anything else you want to add to this solution, position, spirit? Is there anything else you want to add to the solution? That's way too much jumped out. But I do see the Gilded Cage. I do take notice of Judas Scepter. That's another Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy, but it's about bossing up and being a leader. The advice is, man, don't keep yourself in a financial prison, okay? All that glitters is not gold. So if you are attached to an old job, just because it's paying you, maybe it's become a prison, okay? Because it's insisting upon itself. It's like you got to go to the next level. There's something you have to do, even if it's a certification, right? Even if you're not like, oh man, I don't want to do 2 or 4 or another 2 or another 4 years of college. You get what I'm saying? I don't want to have to go get another degree to do this. Okay, maybe you need some certs. Like I said, maybe you need a mentor. Maybe you need to read a book. Who knows? But there's something you need to do to level up your mind and or your skill set to get yourself out of this financial prison you've been in, okay? And everything about this reading looks to me like you need to use your voice and your influence, okay? Even if that is your writer's voice, okay? Yeah, go it alone, go it alone, go it alone. Here is the Hermit. Do it. You can do it. You can do it by yourself, and the divine will support you. Have no fear. All right? If this reading resonated with you, please be sure to give me that energetic thank you. Hit that thumbs up. Share, tell a friend, let people know J Coffee's house, J Coffee's Oracle house is here. We're still a baby channel trying to grow, but you guys have been with me for a minute. We're almost there. Once we get to 500, we can do some lives. I'll be giving away some free readings. I'll also be giving away my personal deck. I'm not going to sell this deck. So the only way to get it it's going to have to be gifted to you. So I hope you stay with me. I hope you come back. Please be sure to visit TL at T.L'sTimelessTarots. I think I said everything I need to say. I love y'all. I wish you nothing but the best. I'll see you next time. Peace.